Get cozy everybody, cause today I will be doing a quick demo of the the game I'm currently developing. It's called I went for Ashwin Forevermore because it sounds a little close to Sachiko Ever After. Let's see. This is what I've done so far. Every day feels because I feel like how am I supposed to show the progress of the game because people might assume I'm just sleeping it off like I do my other videos. But yeah, I am seriously um, making the game. Wait, my images. There you go. Can't read that part. There you go. So let's go. Every day feels the same. Wake up, walk to school, smile at people, pretend you care about test scores and lunchtime news and gossip. It's all normal. I like it. My friends are normal. Zed Merriman. He's the loudmouth of the group. The guy that always brings the party to us. Felix. He loves horror stories. Can't stop talking about them. Sticks by us whenever he can. Cleo Whitlow. She's quiet and shy, but I love them all the same. My classes are normal. My grades are decent enough. Everything is normal. But there's one thing that isn't. Trent Hartwell. Clover in her thoughts. He's always there before the bell rings, always sitting alone in deep thought. Did something happen to him? He's quiet, polite, and somehow distant. Because some people just can't leave introverts alone. Hey, isn't that guy familiar? Like he's here, but not really here, if that makes sense. Yo, Trent, you spacing out again, man? What you thinking of? UFOs, government secrets, or secret admirers? Giggles softly. Everyone. Trent looks up, smiles, contemplating. Apologies, do you require something? There it is again. Dude, stop saying sorry. I'm the one that should be apologizing for bothering you. So, sorry, man. Trent smiles, puts his head down in deep thought again. Seriously, he's like the politest robot wall you'll ever talk to. The students chuckle. Everyone returns to their seat because class was about to start. Everyone tried at least once. Even the teachers don't know what to do with him. You talk to Trent, he smiles, answers, and that's it. Finished. Done. You walk away feeling like you did something wrong. Hey Trent, you look like there's something bothering you. Is there anything I can do to help? Like anything at all? Thank you, class representative. You are greatly appreciated. If I ever need anything, I'll be sure to ask you. Okay. I'll be looking forward to it. That's how it always goes. One question, one polite answer, then nothing. It's like he's a void. Sometimes I wonder if he even notices the rest of us. Everyone says it's just quiet. I think there's more to it. I don't know what it is, but I'm curious. There's something about him I couldn't shake. What makes you tick, Trent? I want to know. So, Clover being curious, I got inspired from an anime called Hyoka. I think her name was Chitanda. Hyoka is a little boring, but hey, it still entertained me. Still pretty good, because how can I introduce a character if nobody ever does any investigating on their own, if that makes any sense? And that's why Clover's like, I want to know what Trent is like. Why is he so mysterious, etc. Oh, I'm getting sick of this song. Okay, so far so good. What are you hiding, Trent? Miss Clover Merritt, where are you going? The reason why I put Clover's full name here is because I realized in the beginning, like, Clover's the one introducing her friends, and I never really thought of, how the hell am I supposed to introduce Clover's full name? That's why I thought, hey, what if I do this? Make Zed pretend to be a teacher and use her full name. Zed, shush, don't sneak up on me like that. I thought you were a teacher. Uh-huh, now this is interesting. Tell me again, what are you doing and where are you going? None of your business, and keep your voice down. I won't unless you tell me. Come on, we're best buds, right? This already establishes that Zed and Clover are close. You're fine, follow me and keep your voice down. Can't make any promises, but I'll try. So, you want to know what Trent does and what he's all about? Couldn't you just ask him? Fair point. Because whenever you try to check Trent, he's like, nope. If he doesn't want to talk, I'll just watch him instead. You sure you don't have a crush on Mr. Enigma? Shut up, I'm just curious, okay? He's always alone, never talks to anyone. I want to know what he does all the time. Here's a hint. He wants to avoid being followed. Clover pinches Zed's arm and Zed yelps quietly. There, see? I told you he's doing something strange. Reading in a library is strange? Huh, what else strange things can you point out? Not that, look at him, he's so focused. He doesn't even blink. You sure it's because he's used to reading? Or maybe he's sleeping with his eyes wide open? That'd explain a lot, actually. Clover giggles, trying to not laugh out loud. See, this is what another thing I criticize Corpse Party for, especially Ayumi and Yoshiki's relationship, because I know that they're friends, but Ayumi doesn't really show that much about how they're friends, whereas in this game that I'm making, it's important to actually show the characters being friendly with each other so that you can believe that, yeah, they are friends, unlike Ayumi and Yoshiki, where Ayumi just hates Yoshiki for some reason. At least Corpse Party should establish why Ayumi hates Yoshiki, but they never do. It never does. It's so confusing. Don't be an idiot. But I'm your idiot, and your partner in crime, apparently. So what's the plan, Detective Clover? Go through his diary? Hitori's diary. There's no plan. I'm just observing. Observing, huh? You sure it's not admiring? I mean, to be fair, he is pretty handsome if he could just get rid of that gloominess he exudes every second. Clover blushes. Don't start. I'm just curious about him, that's all. Zed's smile fades a little. Yeah, curious. So another thing I'm establishing right now is that Zed is totally into Clover, but Clover is just simply curious on Trent. But that'll develop into something more. Spoiler, I guess. Guess she likes the quiet, mysterious type, huh? Did you say something? Nothing. Go on, detective. What's the next move? Still observing. If you're getting bored, it's fine if you leave. Nah, it's okay. I'll be by your side. We're partners in crime, after all. Trent slightly glances up from his book. Did you see that? I told you to lower your voice. He's gonna think we're creepy stalkers or something. You bring that up now? Really, Clover? Trent calmly returns to reading. The two sigh in relief. Following Trent was supposed to make things clearer, but somehow the more I watch him, the less I understand. Okay, he's still reading. Guess we're safe for now. Phew, for a second there, I thought he was gonna go all Men in Black on us. Men in Black? Yeah, you know, those stoic, scary dudes that takes away people if they discover or experience any alien phenomena. He reminds me of those guys. Clover laughs. I think it's also pretty important to acknowledge the funny guy as the funny guy, so that you can show it through your writing that, hey, they're friends. They like each other, because that's what friends are. You don't just dismiss them or find them annoying, because that would be like weird. How are they friends? You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overanalyzing it, or I don't know. What kind of description is that? But yeah, I see it now. Wait, isn't that Cleo? Yeah, what's she doing here? No way. What? She's totally in on it. In on what? You know it. The two must have some sort of secret library organization. Clover laughs. Stop it, you're ridiculous. I'm serious. You know how espers or psychics exist? Maybe they're communicating telepathically. Clover shakes her head, but she's smiling. They both peek again. Trent remains completely absorbed in his book, not glancing up once. Cleo's posture is stiff. She pretends to read, but her eyes flicker up to Trent every few seconds, gripping her book tightly. Oh crap, I need to put a space on the word her book, accidentally turning a page twice. Zed immediately notices. Ooh, what? Forget about the secret library. I'm pretty sure Cleo's just into him. Into him? Cleo? No way. Look at her. She's barely read her book, spent 95% of her time just glancing at Trent. Classic crush behavior. I think I read this in a manga once. You're imagining things they've never even talked before. And how do you know that? Did you ever follow Cleo before? Well... Oh crap. That's not supposed to be Cleo, that's supposed to be Clover. My mistake there. Maybe she likes the quiet type, you know? Mysterious, brooding, like Batman. Zed, stop making up love stories. You're worse than a gossip forum. What? I'm using my detective skills that I learned from you. Observation? What, are you jealous or something? Clover gets flustered. Why would I be jealous? I'm just surprised, that's all. Zed shrugs his shoulders. Sure. They peek again. Trent hasn't moved. Cleo still stealing glances over the top of her book. The silence feels strangely intimate, yet one-sided. They're really not saying anything. Maybe they don't have to. Wow, did you actually just say that? Hey, come on, I'm a very deep guy. I have layers, you know. Watching them felt strange, like we stumbled into something private, a moment that should be with only Trent and Cleo. Told myself that it was nothing, just two people reading their books in the library. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something about Trent was drawing everyone closer, even if they don't know why. We've been stalking, staking out for 10 minutes now. What's next? Shush, I want to see what happens next. Probably nothing. At this rate, they'll sit there until graduation. Found you two. Don't just leave me behind like that. Felix, are you trying to give me a heart attack? Dude, you can't just appear like a ghost. Some of us are really fragile. You guys have to hear this. I found something awesome. Can it wait? Where? Reported mission surveillance on two human beings, Trent and Cleo. You're spying on Trent and Cleo? Observing, thank you very much, and you just ruined it. Okay, sorry, but hear me out. I was researching old urban legends for my horror club notes, and I found something called Ashwin Forevermore. Ashwin Forevermore? That's an occult thing, or is that a new hit song? What's it supposed to be? Get this, it's this ritual that supposedly binds friends together forever. You say a chant while holding paper dolls, and boom, you're connected no matter where you are. I don't know, wouldn't a phone be better? It sounds silly. Hey, don't mock it yet. The story says it was originally used to preserve memories, like to keep people from forgetting each other after death. After death being the key phrase here. Sounds cheerful. So what, if we do it, we'll be best friends forever, even if we die? Exactly. Well, maybe not the dying part, it's just a symbolic thing. I thought it'd be fun to try. Felix, only you would think fun and dead belong in the same sentence. Oh. Everybody spots Cleo. I should go. Guess she overheard us talking about Trent rations, whatever. Did I say something wrong? Okay, I'm gonna go after Cleo. Don't follow me. Huh? Okay then. Ashwin. Trent's face twitches quickly. Ooh, so he knows something. Cleo, wait. Sorry for spying on you. Hey Cleo, can I ask you something? Do you have like a crush on Trent? Exclamation points. No, it's not anything like that at all. Blushing hard, fingers fidgeting with the hem of her sleeve, voice small and trembling. It's not like I'd ask him for book recommendations or anything, but he always answers when I do, and I like all the books he reads, even the romance ones and all the mystery ones. She tucks a strand of hair behind her ear, eyes darting away. And he never does anything weird or makes me uncomfortable like other guys. She squeezes her hands together, cheeks bright pink. That's why I like being around him. Why? What did the other guys do to you? Well, before I met you guys, I'd always get approached and I don't know what to say and just run off. Then one time I bumped into Trent and dropped all my things. Bang. Oh, maybe I should have put a sound effect here. Are you okay? Is something the matter? Don't worry, I'll make sure they don't bother you again. Charge! I heard he talked with those guys which freaked them out. I don't know how he did it, but the guys finally stopped approaching me. That's also when I started to try to talk to him more. Well, we never really had any long conversations. I couldn't really think of anything to talk to him about, so I'd ask him for book recommendations, and he'd give me exactly that. Oh wait, I think I already mentioned that. Sorry. Clover in her thoughts. This is the first time Cleo's ever talked this much. Huh. So Trent's that kind of guy. So the reason why I'm establishing this kind of writing is because what is it that makes people immediately invested in characters they don't even know? I was thinking that a lot, and then it hit me. Romance. Give them romance, and then get to know them while we're exploring the romance stuff. I mean, people like shipping, right? So here you go. I mean, it's one of the easiest things to do. Make one character like other character and then explore after that. Wait, I just kept repeating myself, sorry. Hey, look. It's Bliss. Oh well, I guess I've no chance with Charlotte around, but that won't stop me. I should text my twin sister about this. Is it too obvious? Is it too much of a spoiler for the next game? Because I am continuing the story of Keen and Charlotte's story. Yeah, I think it's an obvious spoiler. Okay, it looks like the coast is clear, guys. Alright, Felix, you've been hyping this up all day. Let's hear it. What's the spooky special tonight? Clover hugging her knees, pretending to be brave. If you make me scream, I'm never sharing my snacks again. Smirks, leaning forward, learning. Promise noted. To set the mood, let me tell you a story first. Okay, so, Ashwin Forevermore. The others chuckle at the name. I should put in a fade in there, or fade out, sorry, of the music. Low, steady voice. Ashwin was just an ordinary student. Quiet, kind, always smiling. She went to this really awful school, full of teachers who hated her, and students who treated her like garbage. Still, she kept coming every day because her mom worked there. Cleo softly. That's really sad already. Yeah, one day, an old man, a teacher maybe, gave her this weird book, said it could make people happy again if she used it right. She believed him. He smiles faintly, almost wistful. But people like her, they never get happy endings, do they? The teachers found out about the book, accused her of being a witch. They hurt her, laughed at her, even her mom watched. Clover's face falls. Zed shifts uncomfortably. What the hell, dude? That's messed up. Yeah, it was. But Ashwin didn't die right away. She said something before she died, that she'd make the school remember her forever. They say if you whisper her name 10 times, holding a charm close to your heart, you'll never be apart from your friends again. This ritual, some say it has been done by our ancestors. It has taken many names and done by many others, but now it's Ashwin Forevermore. Silence. Even Clover seems unsure whether to laugh or shiver. Half laughing. So what happens if we actually do Ashwin Forevermore? Grinning. Depends. Maybe we get cursed, or maybe we all just stay together forever. He says it playfully, but his eyes, just for a second, don't match his tone. They look distant, longing. The moment passes before anyone notices. Well, that's cheerful. Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? Zed, don't say that. Laughter breaks the tension. The group dynamic lively again. So here's the setup. We'll sit in a circle or wherever you're comfortable with. Stay close together while holding the paper dolls. and say the chant. Uh-huh. This is supposed to make us what? Soulmates? Not soulmates. It's about memory and friendship. It's symbolic. Think of it like a promise that we'll stay connected no matter what happens after graduation. Couldn't we just keep in touch through our phones like normal people? Because remember the first part where Zed made a joke about couldn't we just use phones like normal people, and now Clover is also saying this part, repeating what Zed just said, because I don't know if it's like it adds the friendship points that Clover and Zed really do like each other as friends, or maybe it's just a one-sided thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm too overriding this. Where's the fun in that? This is an ancient ritual. It's tradition. Hey Cleo, thanks for joining us. I know you don't like this stuff. I'm fine with whatever you guys do. It's just words, charm. The worst that happens is it doesn't work. Or we summon a ghost that eats our faces. You know, the usual outcome for these things. Trent, what are you doing here? Flatly, apologies. Am I interrupting a ritual? Smiling, not yet. Whispers, what the hell? He heard us all along? Da-da-da. Wait a second, I know you're not saying anything, but by any chance, are you saying you wanna join us? Yes, if you don't mind. Everyone stays silent. Clover blinks, clearly caught off guard. Yeah, sure, but wow, you've never asked to do anything with anyone before. I thought it might be interesting. Man, that's some big backpack for a let's try a ritual night. You planning to camp here till morning, Mr. Grills? Bear Grylls. Just the essentials. For what? The apocalypse? Okay, great. More the merrier. I mean, I don't mind. How does everyone else feel about this? I don't mind at all. Thank you for letting me join your group. Alright, everybody, get ready. Clover's thoughts. I don't know what was stranger, the fact that Felix was about to make us do a friendship curse, or that Trent volunteered to join us. He'd never done that before, never asked, never even looked like he wanted to, and that backpack. It looked heavy, like he was ready for something he knew we weren't. Okay, everyone, stand or sit where you feel the most comfortable. The ritual works best when everyone's evenly spaced. I'll stand here. Cleo quietly and without hesitation walks over and stands right next to Trent. She keeps her head slightly bowed, hands folded in front of her. Trent doesn't flinch. Wait, is she just next to him? He didn't even look annoyed. Looks like someone's got it bad. Poor Cleo. Whispers. Wish that would happen to me, except, with Clover. Establishing relationships already? I'm just saying. Clover doesn't hear him. She's too busy staring at Trent and Cleo, puzzled and fascinated, because, again, people like shipping characters of other characters, so it's like one of the most easiest things you can make a player engage is seeing character relationships and how they work, who character A likes, who character B likes, etc. I guess that's expected. Perfect, everyone's in position now. We just hold those paper dolls and I'll start the chant. Clover's thoughts. I've never seen Trent let anyone get that close. And Cleo, she doesn't even say a word, but somehow she just fits there. Alright, everyone, just repeat after me. Ready? Ashwin, please hear us. Ashwin, please hear us. The chant continues. Everyone's voice overlaps awkwardly. Try to keep in rhythm. After a few lines, nothing happens. Is that it? Nothing? Yeah, great, nothing. Again, everyone, do it again. Cleo's relieved, realizing she's standing next to Trent, whispers to herself, blushing. Oh, right here, next to him. Her hands fidget, slight red creeping up her cheeks. Trent remains still, unreadable. Can we just wrap this up and go home already? I'll stay a moment. Clover blinks at him confused, then shrugs. Suddenly the room shakes violently. Under a table or a chair, everyone move. Clover freezes for a moment, then looks toward Trent. Trent, okay, this is very inappropriate music, sorry. I didn't change this part. Trent remained standing, calm and unmoving, despite the chaos, like a statue anticipating something. Clover grabs his arm. Trent, get under a table, now! Calm and eerie tone. Get ready. Clover's eyes widen. He doesn't duck. He simply plants his feet, gaze steady. Clover feels the tension in the air, her heart pounding. Clover's thoughts. I didn't know what he meant, but there was no fear in his eyes, only focus, and somehow that scared me more than the shaking. Building ever could. Shaking building ever could. The text cut off that part. And now, while rubbing her eyes, Trent, is that you? Still inappropriate music. I should have changed this part. Affirmative. Monotone. Location confirmed. Acheron Academy. Abnormal temporal spatial displacement detected. Likely result of Ashwin Forevermore. What? Acheron Academy? Isn't that... Acheron Academy. Data point confirmed. The old school structure obsolete, unstable, was decommissioned and replaced. Official narrative. Modernizing education. Construction justification includes foundational decay, mold, asbestos, lead contaminants, non-compliance with updated safety codes and accessibility regulations. Huh? What are you talking about? However, correction, deeper analysis reveals a concealed variable. The land itself was blacklisted. Haunting classification, high risk. Duration, multiple decades. Eventually, local authorities, Faircross School Board, affluent donors, town council initiated project reclamation. Objective, rebuild, rebrand, erase. Rubs her head. That doesn't make any sense. How? Primary incident identified. Subject, Ashwin Locke. Designation, deceased student. Cause of death, abduction. Prolonged torture. Termination within facility perimeter. Witness, maternal figure, faculty member, behavioral failure, inaction under coercion, reasoning parameters, blackmail, psychological degradation induced by administration, principal, and staff, resultant anomaly, subject engaged in prohibited ritual sequence, witchcraft subroutine activation, output, residual curse, persistent across spatial rebuild iterations. Panicking. Okay, this is too much. Conclusion. Any entity entering Acheron Academy, new or old, experiences spectral interference, cognitive distortion, possible termination. All faculty evacuated. Institution status. Destroyed, rebuilt, haunted. What? This isn't Evercross Academy? Negative. Directive. Eliminate source. Ashwin. Her finger trying to connect imaginary thoughts. Okay, wait, hold on. So the old Acheron place got torn down because it was falling apart or whatever. Mold, ghost, government stuff, and... Then they built this one on top of it. That's our school, Evercross Academy. Pauses, squints at Trent. And there was that girl, Ashwin. She died here, like horribly died. Her mom didn't help. The teachers were messed up, and now she's hunting the Wi-Fi. No, hunting everything. Rubs her temples. Okay. So the school's cursed, the land's cursed, the teachers right away, and now anyone who walks in gets spooky ghost problems. Did I get that right? Affirmative. My head. Points at Trent. Hey, wait, since when did you even talk this much? You barely said anything at school. Conversation protocols were inefficient. Minimal interaction prevented unnecessary variables. Right, that's robot for I didn't like talking to people, huh? No operational requirement for conversation detected. Academic environment produces queries, I supply solutions. End of process. Can you translate that to normal people speak, please? Talking, irrelevant variable. School ask, I answer. Program concludes. Realize her situation. Reaction, panic, stress, unable to comprehend current situation. Resolution, rest. Relax before panic starts to interfere with current objective. I don't know how long I screamed, but Trent just stood there waiting for me to finish. Okay, I think I've calmed down now. Current objective, eliminate Ashwin. Status, uneasy. Subject, Clover. Do you have any inquiries? Where are the others? Analysis, we are inside Acheron Academy. The ritual succeeded. Your friends are likely scattered across random locations within the structure. Then why are we in the same classroom? During the earthquake event, you grabbed my arm. You maintained full hand to forearm contact for 17 seconds. Result, we were transported as a paired unit. The others who were attempting to evade falling debris were not touching anyone. Therefore, they were separated. Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't understand at Corpse Party. Like, when they transported to the school, some of them were together, walking up in the classroom like Gnome and Seiko, but the others are just separated in random parts of the location. I wanted that to make sense. So because Clover grabbed Trent's arm, they got transported together. That made sense to me. Unlike Gnome and Seiko waking up in the same classroom. What happened there? What happened to Satoshi and Yuka? They didn't wake up in the same... wait. I think they did. They did wake up. Except they were talking with a ghost, which is really dumb, but I'm getting off topic. Face turning red. Wait, I grabbed you? I don't remember. I was scared. Correct. Elevated fear response. Your reaction was logical. Clover hides her face in her hands. Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. Tilts head. Embarrassment is not required. Your action enabled efficient survival. Had you not held on to me, you may have been teleported to an unsafe zone. Clover peeks through her fingers. So staying with you was a good thing? Affirmative. Remaining together increases our survival probability by 73%. I will continue ensuring your safety. Clover's fear eases, replaced by a nervous but genuine smile. Thank you, Trent. Soft mechanical tone. Acknowledged. You are welcome. By the way, Trent, when the ritual activated, you said we ended up together because I was holding your arm, right? Correct. Then why did you tell the others to do the same? If we all grabbed onto you, we would have woken up together. Things would have been easier. Trent pauses, his eyes flick away from her as if replaying the moment. Machine-like, steady. Environmental analysis, the earthquake produced extreme noise levels, structural collapse, and reduced visibility. Probability of verbal instructions being received and processed by the group was less than 20%. I attempted communication. The data indicates no one heard me. Oh. Looks down, guilt prickling her. So, it wasn't your fault. Fault assignment irrelevant. Outcome remains unchanged. However, your decision to hold on to my arm increased your survival probability by 82%. I am relieved. Clover's cheeks warm. That's good, I guess. Trent glances at her again, expression unreadable. Tone still monotone but softer. I will ensure the others are located. This time, I will not lose anyone. Prepare to move. You must locate your friends. Stay close and maintain visual contact. Okay, but I might grab your arm again if something scary jumps out. I have accounted for that possibility. So, yeah, that's one long prologue, but it has to be because you have to introduce the characters in the shortest way possible. I mean, that's what I did here. But then another thought came to me, like, how am I supposed to make a history accounting of Akron Academy? That's why I'm leaving notes here, like for example this one. Staff Notes 1. Akron Academy, built to be the most prestigious school in Fairy Cross. I misspelled Fairy Cross there. We guarantee you students to be the best. Your students, your students to be the best of the best. There's a poorly written continuation written by hand. Whatever it takes. Spooky. So the gameplay is gonna be simple. Just open doors, unlock doors, put some a flat board in order to progress on other stuff that you can't progress, etc. This is the progress I'm in so far. So let's recap what I did. I introduced characters in Clover's point of view first, and then gave them their names, full names, etc. Zed is the extrovert, the energetic guy. Felix loves horror stories, can't get enough of them. Cleo's shy and quiet. I hope it shows through her dialogue. Clover is the curious one, the energetic one. And Trent is the mysterious dude, and he suddenly speaks like he's some sort of machine. But there's a reason for that. I'm not done writing that part yet. And then, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, the reason why I went for the whole romance thing up immediately is because it's much easier to get the attention of people when they have an interest in romance. I mean, people do a lot of shipping, right? So in my head, the way I'm thinking, maybe if I establish who likes who immediately, they're gonna get interested. They're gonna get invested in that sort of thing. That's why I went for that. It's while they're invested in who's interested in who, I'm putting in stuff that gives them their own personalities or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I should rewrite everything. I don't know. My head hurts. So yeah, this is Ashwin Forevermore. If you wanna, no, this game is not published yet. I'm not done. This is everything I've done so far. So what do you think? So many, so many things to rewrite. Wrong words. Oh man, I feel like I have to rewrite stuff again. Just the little parts, just correcting missing words, missing letters in words, spacing, etc., and all that. So, what do you think?